Class, sorry I couldn't be with you this weekend, but I'm going to go ahead and present to you the website that I built for my project for the course. I combine brain-based learning with the 5E instructional model. The 5E instructional model is traditionally a science-based model. It really encourages students to explore curriculum, which obviously fits really well when you have a lab-based class. However, I would actually argue that this model could be used on any array of curriculum from social studies to English. You just have to get a little creative when exploring this this lesson plan. If you take a look at the URL, click on it up there. The URL is education.jeffreyporter.net. This is active, live, up and running, so please feel free to visit anytime you want. The first thing you're going to do when you get to the website is you're going to download the template. If you just click on download template, you can see that I've already downloaded it below. I have already opened it as well. The document is simply a Microsoft Word document, and anybody who downloads it has every right to edit it in any way that they wish. So, for instance, lesson title, you guys can just simply put in your lesson's title. You can add your name, the course, the date, so forth and so on. So, what I've basically done is I've outlined and put in slots for teachers to go through and add their own information, and everything's in a table, so it should edit pretty easily and allow teachers to create their own lesson plans using this model. So basically everywhere where you see a blank, I have walked teachers through examples and different things they should be looking out for, especially when trying to create a brain-based learning lesson. And I'll take you back to the website and show you that. So, back on the website, I have basically 6 steps that teachers can follow. First one we've already done, download the template. Second one is to determine how you'll first engage the students. Third one is to design how the students will explore the curriculum. The fourth step is to provide explanation. This fourth step is traditionally what we would see teachers lecture the students. Teachers pretty much drive the lesson in this fourth step traditionally. Step 5 is to elaborate on the lesson. Basically, you're trying to stretch the students at this point. You're trying to get them to really think critically about the curriculum that they have now been presented and they have explored. And the last step is to evaluate the students. And the evaluation can be done through formative assessment throughout this whole process, as well as summative assessment at the very end of the lesson. So if you look down at the bottom, basically every page is going to have a focus on it. This is where I really integrate the brain-based learning research alongside the template for the 5E instructional model. I provide examples on each of the steps, as well as really drive the teachers into writing their lesson plans alongside reading through the website. So, for example, under the lesson plan, I have standard, and this coincides with the first box where I'm asking the teachers to provide the standards that they'll be covering within the lesson, and then break down the standards into the student objectives and the conceptual relevance for why the lesson should be relevant to the student and what the students can take away from the lesson. And as you can see, it all goes within this first box that I have drawn in for the teacher. Then you have an introduction to the 5E instructional model that kind of introduces any administrator or anybody reading the instruction or in the lesson plan, and then after that we get into the actual lesson plan. So I'll take you through or let you see a couple of these, and then you guys can feel free to explore. But step 2 takes you to another page of the website, you have the focus, and for each focus I've started out with basically 3 questions or a couple questions that the teachers can focus on when writing a brain-based learning lesson with the 5E instructional model, and then I provide my own content that I have pulled from brain-based learning and integrated into this website. So I hope you enjoy the website, and feel free to ask any questions via emails, considering I'm not there, and I will answer them as soon as possible. Thank you.